what a fun thing that we have here in RVA with all this just amazing songwriting talent. Do a couple songs off my new record called Trouble Follows Me. This one I conceived about two and a half years ago. I was down in Shaka Bottom having lunch with a buddy, and on the way home from lunch I found myself at the corner of Belvedere and Main, and there was a homeless gentleman on the corner, and he was wearing a Vietnam jacket, and he had a cardboard sign saying, anything helps or whatever. And also on that sign he had written out his entire Vietnam service detail, where he had served, where he had been dropped and whatnot. And my heart just broke for the condition that he was in. I looked to the right, I saw the Commonwealth Club. I looked to the left, I saw VCU and all this wealth and all this opulence, and here's this guy sitting here who had served our country, in this state, and it broke my heart. So I rolled down my window, I gave him a $20 bill, I thanked him for his service, and I rode home, and I wrote the song on the way home. There's an old black man in a wheelchair on the corner of 9th and Main. Got a paper bag and a cardboard sign. He's asking for your change. He's missing a leg on his left side. He said he lost it in Vietnam. He got American flag from the VA, but he got the shaft from Uncle Sam, and it's a goddamn shame. The way we do our fellow man. And it's a goddamn shame. And it's easier to stick your head down in the sand. The world's gone to hell, you might just as well hang your head and cry. It's a goddamn shame. There's a teenage girl on a Greyhound. She's too scared to cry. But that nice young man on the internet seemed like he would never tell a lie. So they met up at the hotel, first drink she'd ever had. And she can't remember what happened next, and now she misses her mama bad, and it's a goddamn shame. The way we do our fellow man. And it's a goddamn shame. And it's easier to stick your head down in the sand. The world's gone to hell, you might just as well hang your head and cry. It's a goddamn shame. There's a brown man hammering on a rooftop, sweating out all he's got. Making about $55 a day, and Lord knows that ain't a lot. He keeps his head on a swivel for the ICE. He's never felt so alone. But his wife's real sick, and they need that money that he's been sending home, and it's a goddamn shame. The way we do our fellow man. And it's a goddamn shame. And it's easier to stick your head down in the sand. The world's gone to hell, you might just as well hang your head and cry. It's a goddamn shame. The world's gone to hell, you might just as well hang your head and cry. It's a goddamn shame.